Here we are at Bristol's Colston Hall, and we are going to go on the road with Black Label Society and Zakk Wylde.
All right, what's going on? Zakk Wylde, Black Label Society. Checking out all the gear and stuff like that. We're out here on the road right now on the Berserkers over here over Europe. These actually are prototypes of the new Marshalls that we're going to be coming out with, the new Zakk Wylde Black Label Marshall or whatever. The steel curtain, apparently, obviously, as you can see. So what is it, an 800 right now? So it's in the development stage, because we're talking about putting some other goodies either here or on the back of the amp.
Right.
But what it is just going to be a balls to the wall, JCM 800, 2203, 100-watt top,
right,
and with the 6550s and stuff like that. But but you know, obviously, I'm also going to be designing some tubes, some new tubes. So obviously, if you like different players like different things. So you know,
sure.
what I mean. So I mean, me preferably, I like the 6550s as far as tubes. But you know, obviously, you got the KT88s, EL34s. You know, so guys like different things. But that's the gist of that thing. Obviously, 200-watt EV speakers in there right now. So and this is what we're using with the library right now. Obviously, the other stuff we're using, I got my, obviously the JCM 800s. You know, these are some of my old guys. Obviously, my signature head when we started making these guys. So we're using, you know, I use a combination of two, because Nick goes out of the same, me and Nick both go out of the same rig.
Right.
So, you know, so it's in quad. It's not even in stereo, you know. Because I'll go out of two heads, Nick goes out of two heads.
Right.
So that's about it. So we got 4 live cabinets running. You know what I mean? So obviously, if one of the cabs goes down, you just switch it over to another cabinet.
Sure.
But it's just, you know, Nick's going out of 2 heads, 2 cabs. Everything's in stereo. Thanks, Lee. And same thing with me. 2 heads, you know, a head for each cab.
Sure.
And that's about it. So obviously, as I'd go out of 4, maybe 4 cabs. You know, 2 heads. And you know, because there's only 2 output jacks, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd go out of 2 heads, but I'd always split them. You know, it's like one left head, right head, left head, right head. You know, so everything. So you just get that wide. You know, especially when you hit the chorus pedal on.
Yeah.
Everything just gets super wide. Aside of it already being wide from going through the pedal, but obviously the chorus pedals. Me and Nick, he's with our Dunlop family over there. You know, I got signature pedals. Obviously the distortion, and we're talking about doing a phase right now, but I got the Eddie phase, the Eddie flanger for Crazy Horse, and then this for solos, for certain solos I do. But obviously we got the flange up here. We only use it once throughout the night, so for Crazy Horse.
Sure.
So what'll happen, Moby will be back here. He'll do it from back here.
Right.
So, but the choruses are on all the time, so there's no need to have them out front. Because, you know, it's in the way. Yeah. So I'll take you to the stuff that I use when I'm out there, though. You know, this is my pedal board out here out front. So obviously I got the carbon copy. This is a delay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to use it, the settings that I have it at right there are for like Randy Rhoads' live guitar solos on the company solo on the tribute record. Randy at the end, I mean, that's, you know, and Randy will have it on. You know, I mean, he has the Echoplex, but I mean, that's the only that's the setting that I have it with that. I mean, put it this way, I could be playing fast and it's not going to muddle any of the playing. Yeah. It won't stomp on it. It's just basically, it'll just add to sustain or whatever. But like I said, it's that the delay is basically So obviously I got my distortion out here. We got one in the back as well. So Moby has my distortion. He has the Eddie phase. He also has and he has the flanger back there. But this way I could turn, mostly when I'm playing clean, I just turn the distortion off and I lower my volume. That's my clean tone. So, but if I'm gonna move around, like doing my unaccompanied solo, when I play over here, you know, I turn the phase off over here. So if I want it, Moby can turn it on from either side for me. Right. So if I want it over there, Moby will just turn it on from back there. Right. I want to go over and then he can just turn it off. So, but you know, and obviously I got my wah and then the Rotovibe for that Robin Trower, Jimi Hendrix stuff. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, but this is as simple as I keep it. I mean, there's no massive, gigantic rig or anything like that. No. I mean, I could have had the same setup when I was 15 years old. You know what I mean? But just always remember that, kids. Less is more. You know. I mean, if you like trying different pedals and different sounds, they're all out there for you. But I mean, I just try to keep it as simple as possible. And obviously, I use Monster cable, and you know, everything I endorse, I use. So I mean, it's just Monster cable, obviously all my Dunlop pedals, Jimmy and the guys and Scott and everything, and then my Marshall amps, and then Gibson and Epiphone.
Sure.
That's it. And EV speakers, you know what I mean? All right. Well, obviously, on this one, I brought out 4 of my Pauls on this one. So obviously, all Zakk Wylde model amps, model guitars. So, you know, just a Les Paul custom with the EVs, with the EMG speaker pickups in there. Obviously with the shaved back, you know, with the maple neck, ebony fretboard. And then what I'll do is I really like 6,000 fret wire. So it's, you know, it's thick and it's high. So you can get a really good grip on those things. So, but each one of the guitars is loaded. I mean, they all have their own little things, just like every other guitar, but I mean, they have their own characteristics, but they're all, put it this way, it all sounds like I'm in the same zip code when I play every one of the guitars, you know what I mean? So, got that guy right there. We got, you know, balls, the original balls, and then we got this one here, blue balls, right? You know, it's like the Pelham blue. And my good buddy Tom McCoots gave me this one. Yeah. You know, Scully guitar. So when I was, we just recently the guys gave me this one over at the Vertigo. Yeah. So, like I said, they're all loaded with the EMGs and the whole 9 yards. So, it's, like I said, shaved back in the neck and 6,000 fret wire. And this is all Nick's will give you all his report on all his Paul Reed Smiths and everything. And here's some more of the my Gibsons and the Epiphones, obviously the double necks. This one I got loaded up with the EMGs, the mirror, double neck, and this one, obviously the he's still got the. I kept the original pickups in this one, so they both got a different type sound to them. Obviously these are my ZVs. These are obviously, you know, the SG and the V kind of combination, but same thing with these guys. Shaved, you know, the maple neck, ebony fretboard, you know, 6,000 fret wire. Or some of them actually, I keep them stocked with what Gibson actually sends me, the fret wire. Right. I mean, but I do like them big. But I mean, not everybody likes that, you know. Sure. Well, we got these guys, and obviously also my Flying V's. I bring these suckers out with the Floyd Rose, obviously. Same thing with these. It was just basically Flying V, Gibson Flying V custom. Sure. You know, so the ebony fretboard, you know, maple neck and everything like that. So, and then last but not least, obviously the so these in the pictures. These are the Graveyard Disciples. So, the little Gumby Zakk up there. So that's why I remember who I am. You know, because sometimes I forget, you know. And then that's the reason why I wear all this Black Label stuff, so I remember what band I'm in as well. If anyone asks me if I forget. But yeah, same thing with this. I mean, it's pretty much like an SG. I mean, body-wise, so it's all mahogany, just like how an SG is. So, but neck-wise, same thing. You know, either rosewood or ebony fretboard, maple back of the neck, and you know, same thing. My EMGs and Floyd Rose. Cool. That's about it. And I prescribe you take 2 of these in the morning and give me a call. And there you go.